a leading careers expert has warned King Charles to avoid micro-kinging as he enters his new reign after the coronation. Best-selling author Helen Tupper said whenever someone starts work in a new role they often think they have to make a quick impact and have all the answers. But she said it might help King Charles to realize he doesn't have to make every single decision, every single day, and that he can rely on the other members of the slimmed-down monarchy to make up their own minds. Helen, who co-authored the No. 1 Sunday Times bestseller The Squiggly Career with Sarah Ellis, said, "It's often when people start in new roles, they often think to make a quick impact they've got to have all the answers, but all that does is stop people listening and learning, and it actually can come across as quite arrogant and assumptive. If you immediately try to lead the conversation it can create loads of problems, rather than going, 'What's your perspective?' or asking 'What have you been doing before?' First of all, it comes across as quite arrogant and assumptive to give everyone the answers about what you think straight away. It also comes across as micromanaging, or micro-kinging in this instance." Helen said the king will need to accept he is not going to be able to make every single decision, every single day. She said, "If the king micromanages, what will happen is people will feel they have to check in with him on everything and become quite dependent on him. If King Charles has created an environment where people feel empowered to make decisions, they will check in with His Majesty rather than feel like he is checking up on them. Ask questions, make sure you're listening and prioritize learning, rather than giving everyone the answers and telling everyone what to do is the best way forward when starting a new role." Remainer peers launch plot to scupper government's migrant bill as law reaches Lords. Helen, who co-hosts a Squiggly Careers podcast, said whenever someone starts in a new career it can be a bit nerve-wracking and daunting. She said, "You will want to take confidence in something that feels authentic to you, and I have these 3 stands. What do you stand for? As a king, Charles might stand for the environment. Then, what makes you stand out? So maybe as leader King Charles has the slimmed-down monarchy, maybe showing he's a monarch for the new era. And then, who do you stand with? Because a lot of your credibility comes from your community, so in King Charles's case perhaps this is about not spending time with people who are seen as flashy and are instead more in sync with a slimmed-down reign. So, what do you stand for? What makes you stand out? And who do you stand with? From here you can start to really build your brand and your position around those things in quite a distinctive way. King Charles will be able to make his own mark, rather than do what the person before you did, which in this instance was his mother, Queen Elizabeth II. Major update on probe into police failures in Nicola Bulley case with 3 areas outlined. Although Prince Harry made an appearance at his father's coronation, speculation over the future of the relationship between the royal family and the Sussexes remains. Helen said it was important with any workplace rifts to spot points of connection and preempt points of conflict. She said, "Not everyone is going to get on, not everyone shares the same values, but it's when you fall into conflicts blindly that it becomes a bit of a problem. Often there are key points where people who are coming at things from different perspectives will disagree. King Charles will need to look ahead and think about the key moments, milestones and decisions that he is going to be making that are likely to result in some kind of debate. If he can preempt those debates, His Majesty can plan for them. It's when you get blindsided by these things that it becomes a problem." Relevance and relatability were 2 qualities that Helen said might work well for the king in the coming years. She said, "If we are going to have a monarchy that is fit for the future, I think it needs to feel relevant to what is on people's minds. For example, Prince William and Kate and the children being involved in activities with normal people on Monday was the kind of thing I think will help. Supporting charities and causes that people can relate to and that they feel are important is what I would like to see from the royals.
Got to be some summer sad who's in our hearts, ready to come home and fall in love. I have been trying to find a way over you to a spot of oil, and where the sun comes up from above.